So Shahrukh Amin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Vision Cricket Centre in Sharjah. For the fan code DCC X10 Division 2, it's match number 18. It will be Z Game Strikers taking on the Expendables. Well, we've had a topsy-turvy day of cricket so far. 2 matches that went right down to the wire, and we have one more to bring to you. Let's head towards the toss immediately. No time to waste.
Welcome to the toss at match number 18 of the fan code DCC X10 Division 2 games. Well, the Expendables and Z Game Strikers are going to compete it out in this next game. And of course, the 2 captains are with me from the Expendables. It's Mr. Adil Farooq. From Z Game Strikers is Mr. Shahrukh Amin. And we have the match referee, Shiju Sam, as well. Expendables is the home team, and Adil Farooq is going to toss up the coin. Here we go.
Tails is the call. And it is heads.
Well, tails was the call and heads it is. So, Shahrukh Amin, in fact, Adil Farooq has won the toss. Adil, what have you decided?
Second toss in a row, and then I lost 5 tosses right at the start. So, with these games, losing or winning the toss doesn't really matter because the dew stays and all. We're going to field first.
Of course, this hasn't been the tournament that you had planned to go, in your favour.
Yeah, I mean, we're more used to the 20s and the 50 overs and 40 overs and all that, and those were the games we used to play in our days. The thing is, you need time to adapt to it. We're getting there. Most of the games, we've been close. 15, 20 runs, but that's 1 over. Every time there was a power play, we leaked a lot of runs in the power plays and all that. That's, it's part of the game. Winning or losing is in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's hand. You just got to go with the process.
All right, all the best for today's game. And, what have you decided?
Field first.
Fielding first. Thank you so much, Adil. Well, Shahrukh Amin is the other team's captain. It's Z Game Strikers. Shahrukh, winning the toss, does it matter, doesn't it?
I mean, I feel like it doesn't matter. I definitely feel a stronger chasing team. We've won most of our games chasing, but I was planning to bat first as, It's the 2 games have been played on this wicket, so it'll be harder to bat on the 6th innings. So I got what I wanted.
All right, so he got what he wanted. What are your plans? You're looking very good. The team is looking dangerous.
Yes, our combination is back to its full strength. Obviously, Lovepreet Singh with what an innings in the last match got us out of trouble. So hopefully our bowling combination's been really good throughout the whole tournament. So hopefully we continue it.
All right, thank you so much. All the best for today's game.
Thank you very much.
Well, the news from the middle is that Adil Farooq from the Expendables has won the toss and he has decided to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Faizan. So news from the centre is that the Expendables have won the toss and have elected to bowl first. Let's run through the 2 team lineups for you. For Z Game Strikers, it's Furqan Khalil, Shahrukh Amin the skipper, Salik Anis Ahmed, Mohammad Jawadullah, Ali Iqbal, Glenn Fernandez, Faisal Altaf, Abdullah Salim, Akshay Rathore, Mohammad Ismail, and of course Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. And for the Expendables, Adil Farooq the captain, Akbar Bosan, Zishan Durrani, the leading wicket taker of the DCC X10 Division 2, Prateek Shettigar, Danish Haider, Fawad Ghafoor, Fahad Al-Hashmi, Furqan Shafi, Idris Mohammed, Aslam Hussain and Ayman Ahmed. So really looking forward to this contest. Should be very exciting, and joining me in the comm box is going to be Asghar Khan. Good evening, sir.
Thank you so much, Ahmed bhai. Really looking forward to this contest between bat and ball, and the Z Games will be looking to win this game to make sure they come on the 2nd and play the finals.
Oh, absolutely. Much at stake. 53 runs in the Division 2 DCC X10 so far for Furqan Khalil. Decent strike rate, but he certainly hasn't had a good time of it. Top score of 33 after that. Hasn't really gotten the big runs. But right now, it's a very important game. And Shahrukh Amin, well, he's been in good touch. The captain of Z Game Strikers, 134 runs in the tournament. Very good strike rate for a young lad. Best score of 50. So tonight is their final group game and they need to make it count by all means, Asghar.
Yeah, absolutely. Early on in their first game this evening, both of them didn't got going, so they will be absolutely keen to get off to a flyer and get their team going early on in the power play.
Furkan Shafi, 2 wickets in the tournament. Decent economy rate of 9.6. Interested to see that Fahad Al Hashmi not taking the new ball. Let's take a look at the field then. Ring field on the offside. Mid off and mid on. Well, there is a long off. He's going back. So a long off and a deep square leg. Let's see what Furkan can get out of this track. We've seen it has helped the fast bowlers a bit throughout the day. Here we go. First ball of match number 18. Pulled away. And it will hit the fence in a flash. Beautiful shot, Furkan Khalil.
Fraction shot, and he quickly onto it. The new ball rushing onto the bat. Terrific back foot shot. Pulled away through mid wicket and square leg for a 4. That's a confident start for Furkan.
Yeah, that will certainly lift his spirits. Couldn't get runs in the first match of the night. Furkan Shafi needs to bowl a lot fuller here. That's for sure. Oh, chases that one. Beautiful outswinger. And definitely some movement in the air as well.
Of course, with the new ball, you're looking to pitch the ball up, and that one definitely shaped. Terrific length, drawing him forward. Was lucky he didn't got the outside edge. This is the more of a length he needs to bowl.
Yeah, I would like to see a slip in place for him. There is a short third. So they're clearly wanting to protect the straight boundaries. Maybe give the bowler a bit of confidence. Get him a slipper in there. Allow him to pitch up the ball. Goes downtown, goes straight. One bounce over the rope. The long off was very wide there. And easy pickings for Furkan Khalil.
Beautiful shot once again. He's picking his spot. As you said, the long was off was a bit wide. Just didn't try to hit it hard. Beautiful timing, great flow off the bat. Another boundary for Furkan Khalil.
Yeah, even though it's the shortest format of the game, genuine cricketing shots will always get you full value. And that's what Furkan is doing. The first, that pull shot through square leg, then the lofted off drive. Very pleasant. Oh, that's better. Right on the money, squeezed away to point. And that's the best thing to do. Hit a couple of boundaries and get off strike.
That's excellent cricket from Furkan Khalil. He was looking to attack again, but the ball was not in his slot, and he plays with the soft hand, pushes towards point, pick up a single.
Furkan has been not too bad, to be honest. That first one was slightly short, but other than that, bowling good lines, good pace as well. And we've seen a score of 90-95, not that easy to chase. Even in the previous match, only a target of 76, and they had to go right down to the final over. So Furki has started off well, and let's see what Shahrukh Amin can produce. He also got out for a low score in his previous game. They were 13 for 3 at one stage, till Akshay Rathore and Lovepreet Singh Bajwa took the game by the scruff of the neck and took them across the line. Attempted Yorker, almost got him on the toe there. Beautifully bowled by Furkan.
Yeah, that was delivery shaping back to the left-hander, and Shahrukh did well to get some bat on it and rotate the strike. Shahrukh Amin and Furkan Khalil has been a very productive opening partnership for Z Games.
Yeah, no wonder they're in with a shout to reach the grand final of the Fanco DCC X10 Division 2. Ringfield on the offside. Both third and fine leg are in. Down the leg side, and decent stop there by the keeper. Otherwise that would have been 5 wides.
Furkan is getting a little bit greedy because he's getting the outswing. He wanted to start from middle to bowl that magic delivery, but that one went on with the arm, and it's a wide ball.
Yeah, trying to do too much, that's always a problem. Especially if you see, yeah, I'm getting some swing. This ball has something in there for me. This pitch has something in there for me. Good athlete as well. Good balanced run up. Pulled away once again. And there's nobody at deep square once again. 3 boundaries in the over for Furkan Khalil.
Again, fraction shot and onto it very, very quickly. That concludes the over for Z Games. Here's the replay. Fraction shot and pulled away beautifully.
So a quick start to the game for Z Games. New bowler coming into the attack is Ayman Ahmed. I haven't seen much of him, so always excited to see a new name. 13 off 5 for Furkan and Shahrukh patient 1 off 1. Let's see what Ayman Ahmed can produce here. Oh, much too wide, and the keeper had to move a fair distance to cover that one.
Yeah, Ayman wavered on the first occasion. Really struggling to get through the crease. Maybe a bit of nerves. He needs to get into his work quickly.
Looks a young lad, but has a good action. Very fit, and what a role model to have fielding at mid-off besides you, former UAE international player Fadil Hashmi. What a privilege for this young boy.
Of course, his experience and his leadership definitely gonna help this youngster. Here comes again.
Oh, that one just kept a touch low. Variable bounce already. You can see Furkan is looking to be very positive. That was there to be thrashed through the offside though.
That was in the slot, but Furkan maybe just opening up a little bit early and looking to go over mid-on. Just missed the line.
Yeah, well spotted. Should have been looking to play through the covers or through cover point rather than on the leg side. Oh, he read the slower ball, but there is a deep square. That's a better field for a fast bowler. You don't need those two straight fielders. Have one back and have a deep square leg.
Very valid point, because if you put the straightaway two fielders back like a spinner, you become predictable. You cannot vary your length as well.
And even then, I would like to see a deep cover and a deep square. Offer protection on both sides. If he hits it to third man for a boundary, fair enough. That's part and parcel of the game these days. That glide. Oh, nicely bowled. Right on the money. Looks like those early butterflies in the stomach have settled, and he's bowling well now.
Yeah, and terrific piece of running between the wickets by both the batsmen. That's urgency is required in any format of the game. Intent, positive intent is not always looking to hit boundaries, but rotating whenever is possible.
Absolutely spot on. Couldn't agree more. 14 off 7 for Furkan. 3 boundaries to his name, so he started this game off well. Bowled him! This time, it just kept a touch low, and he was playing across the line, looking for that pull shot once again, and he's been cleaned up.
Yeah, Furkan Khalil played this shot in the opening over, but that one was not that shot at all. He was done for length.
And what a special moment there for Ayman Ahmed. Rocking the stumps and sending Furkan Khalil back. 19 for 1 after 1.4. Abdullah Salim, the new batter in. Well, he's coming off a duck, so he'll have to be a lot more watchful in this game. Nice looking stride. They're taking a single. Well, the fielder was right on the edge of the 30-yard ring. Durrani there.
Yeah, they got to be coming in, looking to stop that one. And there was an opportunity. New batsman, obviously, he got a duck in the first inning. He's looking for a run to get off the mark.
That should have never been a single, to be honest. So allowing Abdullah to get his first runs of the X10 quite safely. He'll breathe a huge sigh of relief. But now Shahrukh, I mean, he has to take the onus. Down the leg side. He's not getting that swing we saw for Furkan Shafi. And they've stolen a run as well. Good game awareness.
Yeah, a bit sloppy from the bowler and also the wicket keeper. Drifting onto the pads. And a wide ball plus a bye conceded. This is sloppy.
Well, thankfully he didn't hit the helmet. Or otherwise that would have been +5. We've already seen that at the World Cup against South Africa. Need to keep your eyes open at all times. A big swipe across the line. That's a poor shot. But a very good over by the debutant. 22 for 1 at the end of 2. Furkan Shafi will continue his spell. Interesting. I would have perhaps thought about a new bowler. But Furkan Khalil, his namesake, took a few boundaries off him. Let's see if he can bounce back here. They haven't taken the optional power play just yet. Just waiting to take the game deep perhaps. I'll ask you about that after this ball, Asghar. 22 for 1. Current run rate of 11. Oh, inside edge. That could have gone anywhere. Absolutely no feet movement there from Shahrukh.
Yeah, Shahrukh sitting back, maybe looking for a cut or a pull, and he was rooted to the crease, but that did came back a long way.
I wanted to ask you, Asghar, do you prefer taking the optional power play early or just take it right on the 8th or 9th over?
It depends on the rhythm of the game and the batsmen in. If they're playing well and they got the momentum enough to a flyer, then I would prefer to go with those players which are already in.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Once again, getting a bit squared up there. Squeezing it away to backward point for 1. And of course, even having all those close infielders, even for an opener who's used to it, it can get a bit unnerving, especially if the bowler is bowling well.
Obviously, if the ball is doing something off the seam or in the air, it creates an element of doubt. And when you are not certain, that's where your footwork has been is going to get rocked, and you lose your foundation, and basic fundamentals has become difficult to strike the ball.
Oh, absolutely. Especially on this higher level of cricket, as the bowlers get faster, they have that skill to swing the ball or nip the ball off the surface. Can get very difficult indeed. Changes in the field. They still have that long on. Now they have a deep square leg because the power play has not been taken. And that has been thrashed straight to deep extra. Well, how lucky, unlucky rather, is Abdullah Salim. That would have gone for 6.
Well, when things are not going your way, that's what happens. He did nail that one. Width was offered and shot was on. But he sliced it straight, only one man there. He picked out the man.
How desperately unlucky for the young lad. It was full pace on. He absolutely smoked it. And the fielder didn't move an inch. Straight down the gullet. So Abdullah Salim, another low score for him. He did get off the mark, but he'll consider himself unlucky. Idris with that very sharp catch. 23 for 2. Well, the man in form, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, coming in at number 4. He's been fantastic. Excellent strike rate, making big runs. And he's been the rock, the foundation of the batting lineup. And once again, they need him to deliver. Oh, that's a Jaffa. Trying to glide it off the back foot. That's a bit of a sketchy shot to play when you're new at the crease.
Lovepreet, a fantastic young talent and man of the match in the last game, but nerves are always there when you walk in. It's a new game, and the situation is, again, you lost 2 wickets. Feet is not quite there when you're facing first up. He needs to play as straight as possible.
Furkan has come back really well in this spell. He's only conceded 1 run, picked up a wicket, and he seems to be a long form bowler. He needs more than a couple of overs in this fast and furious T10. That's better. Much more in control. And just about stopped it there. I think it's Ayman there, the young lad making his debut. But he likes to play that glide against the fast bowlers. Slightly risky with the new ball though.
Yeah, Lovepreet is someone who likes to rotate strike and put bat to ball. He's a busy player, so sometimes he manufactures those shots.
Final delivery of the day for Furkan Shafi. I think he can be very pleased with the way he's bounced back. He was smashed for 15 in his first. Picked up the wicket of Abdullah Salim. And this time Lovepreet will get off the mark. Oh, there would have been a run out. Shah Rukh Amin responded to his call. He's taken a blow there to the inner thigh, but he would have been run out by a mile, Asghar.
Well, that was a dicey call. Straight away, pushed it. He was a goner.
Well, the fielder hit something. Something was on target. Unfortunately, it was the opposing player. Hopefully, he'll be all right. 24 for 2 at the end of 3.
लेफ्ट हैंड राइटी राइटी सॉरी किधर लगी ओवर हो गया ना ओवर ओवर चलो चलो लेट है सेम
Well, there's the scorecard for you. For Khan Khalil, he was looking really good. Cracked 3 boundaries, but then playing across the line to the youngster Ayman and cleaned up 14 of 8. Shah Rukh Amin, very watchful out there, 3 of 4. And Abdullah Salim, well, he'll consider himself extremely unlucky to be caught at deep cover. Absolutely hit the cover off the ball, but straight to the fielder.
So far, Expendables are much delighted. They got things under control, picking up 2 wickets, and 3 overs for 23 is a real bonus.
Ayman will bowl his second over of the day. And I think so far so good. Got a wicket in his very first over. Only conceded 7. Looks a good prospect. Has a good strong action. Good height for a young lad. He will certainly develop physically, grow taller, increase his pace. Could be a good future prospect for the UAE. Oh, slashed at that one. Just stepping out of his crease. And Ayman is giving the glare of a fast bowler.
I like it. I like it. into the face, and Lovepreet giving him charge. Obviously, as a fast bowler, as batsman advancing, it gets you ticked off.
Yeah, he's just being a little casual here, Lovepreet. He thinks he's in good form. I can play whatever shot I like. But you have to respect the good deliveries, no matter who or no matter when. Oh, trying the back of the hander there. Maybe doing too many things at one stage.
Yeah, as a youngster, when you are inexperienced, sometimes you get carried away with all these variations. It doesn't need to do that at this point. Just bowl the channel, try to swing the ball and see how it goes.
I think he was just put off by the way Lovepreet came out of his crease. So he's overthinking here. Fahad Al Hashmi just needs to tell him, stick to your basics. Cover drive. Oh, past the point fielder. It was uppish. There could have been a catch, but it beats the fielder and goes to the fence.
With Hofford on that occasion and Lovepreet having a real go at it. Would have been a blinder if anywhere close to the fielder, but Lovepreet throws his hand through the ball for 4.
Yeah, that was risky for sure, playing away from the body. Would have been an outstanding catch at backward point. So 5 of 5, just looking to get his eye in, build an innings. He's very fluent on the offside, especially from cover point to extra. An extra bounce, that could have easily been nicked off. Ayman Ahmed giving him a look, how about that?
Yeah, that one just bounced on him a little bit. Little bit of extra bounce, and Lovepreet even got surprised with the bounce and nip this youngster is getting.
Very impressive indeed. I think we need to note down his name for the future, Ayman Ahmed. We'll certainly try to find out a lot more about him. But he's got some raw talent, that's for sure. Back of the hand, look at that. The control with which he bowled that. That is something very surprising.
Beautiful, beautiful change of pace. And Lovepreet is someone who always likes to put bat on ball and get on with it. But so far, he wants to break the shackles. But he's been tied down by Ayman.
He's bowling really well here. Super impressed. We've seen 2 or 3 very good fast bowlers. Netpriya Kevin, Mohammad Jawadullah, who's playing this game. And this boy, Ayman Ahmed. Excellent prospect. And then the bouncer, top edge. There's nobody at fine leg. How unlucky. It will trickle away for 4.
Well. That was banged in shot and Lovepreet was late on it. Luckily, he gets the top edge and falls in no man's land. Square leg was backward. He got the top edge over fine leg for 4.
He's a very intelligent boy, isn't he? He has that back of the hander, the genuine pace delivery, hitting the seam, and then that quick bouncer. Certainly surprised Lovepreet Singh Bajwa. He's a man in prime form. This has been a wonderful contest. He tried it again. This time, once again, wide. So that's the only thing he needs to learn. When to use his variations and work on his consistency.
He's a promising youngster, and I'm sure with the passage of time and the more he plays, he will learn and learn quickly.
Oh, absolutely. 1 for 17. And back cut. Just burst out of the hands of the point fielder. Should have kept it to a dot ball for Khan. So 1 for 18 on the day for Ayman Ahmed. Very impressive. Not bad at all. 35 for 2 at the end of 4 overs.
ले रहा हूँ 1 मिनट
फील्ड ले ले बाद में स्टार्ट लेना फील्ड ले पहले
ऊपर आएगा जा
मिडल
असलम
स्लाइड स्लाइड टोपी दे
जा जा तू जा हां
फिर से चेक कर ले सर
यार अच्छे मेरे कवर पीछे हां बीच में रहे
चल शाबाशी
So it's going to be Zishan Durrani, the leading wicket taker of the DCC X10 Division 2, coming on to bowl. Wonderful leg spinner. He's a pure wicket taker and very consistent. Gets a lot of turn off the surface. Let's see what he can produce. Two good spells from Furkan Shafi and Ayman Ahmed. So they've built that early pressure on the strikers.
Yeah, so far so good for Expendables, and Zishan Durrani will be looking to pick up few wickets. First delivery, top edge, outside edge, he was looking to go over the top, and the fielder was a bit late on it. Perhaps he could have come in and made a better effort of it.
Got very lucky there. That went absolutely nowhere from Lovepreet. You have to respect this man's skills. He turns the ball big time. 13 wickets in just 6 matches. Look at that economy rate, 7.5. So not only does he take wickets, he keeps it economical as well. So he will be the man they need to watch out for. He is the game changer. A big full toss, taken on the full, not connected at all. And they've only taken one in the end. I think they were surprised. Oh, overthrows. Oh, that would have been gone. Well, a comedy of errors. They'll get another overthrow. So where they should have been 1, they've picked up 3.
Again, casual piece of fielding and not proper backing up, leaking 3 runs. You can't take the foot off the pedal because Shariq Amin has been struggling. He wants to break shackles. Even that full toss ball, he couldn't get onto it properly. But you can't allow him these easy runs to breathe free.
Absolutely. You have them under your thumb. Current run rate just around 8 or 7 runs per over. This has been drilled through extra cover, and nobody's going to catch up to that one. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa on the move.
Terrific shot, but Zishan Durrani just erring on the length on the fuller side and also providing a little bit of width. He needs to bowl middle stump line and try to turn it from there.
Yeah, became a bit of a long half volley, isn't it? And the long off didn't even move. Good shot. He's very strong in that region. Plays orthodox cricket shots with a lot of power. Moves to 15 off 11. Oh, nicely bowled. And nicely played as well. Whoa. I thought he was going to launch that one, but there was nobody backing up once again.
Beautifully bowled. That's more the line I'm looking to see him bowl, because it brings the LBW bowled court behind, all sorts of dismissals when you bowl straight on the stumps.
Nervous dugout there. They know if they win, they'll be locked in for the final. So just watching the game very closely. Akshay Rathore padded up to come in. And Furkan Khalil still hasn't taken off his pads. Oh, it's gone straight up. Who will take this one? Zishan Durrani. Can you believe it? He's messed up his own cotton bowled.
The moment it went up, he never looked like catching it. He made a meal of it.
Well, it was difficult over his left shoulder. But yeah, well, he has nobody else to blame. Still a decent over, though. Only 9 off it. Shariq Amin 6 off 6. Very laboured effort so far. That time has been nailed, the pull shot, but there is protection out there in the deep. So 45 for 2 at the halfway stage. We'll hand it over to Abdurrahman Tariq and Faizan Khan to take you through.
उधर ही ठीक है आईटी है लेफ्टी है लेफ्टी है लेफ्टी है लेफ्टी के लिए अंदर आ जा राज भाई स्कोर एवढा असेल इथं 545 545 5 नहीं उनको अंदर इसके अंदर आ जा राइट अमो फुरकान इनकी फील्ड पे तूने जाना है अब इनके साथ चेंज कर एक बॉल के बाद चेंज कर लेना चल
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja and Asghar Khan. Z Game Strikers 45 for 2. And ex-UAE international Fahad Al Hashmi comes into the attack. 5 wickets in the tournament so far. He's had a good tournament, Faizan, but that economy rate, if he can improve that today, and even though this is a dead rubber for Expendables, you can see they are pumped up. They want to win the game, get some points on the board.
Absolutely spot on. And even while having the conversation with Adil, we'll get to this after this delivery. Nicely bowled. A Yorker end delivery dipping just at the last moment. So when I was talking to Adil at the toss, that is exactly what he said. This tournament hasn't went as planned for the Expendables, but they're going to give a tough fight to their oppositions. So I think that's a very good attitude to have as a team, and today they are performing.
Oh, it's in the air, it's in the air. Is that a chance? No, he's not hit it properly. Oh, Danish, what are you doing? You don't want to give a misfield on Fahad Hashmi's bowling. No, 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 no.
Yeah, poor bit of fielding coming in from Danish. It was only a single, but 2 runs taken in the end. It was almost half a chance there as well. Had Danish come in, charged in on the ball, it might have been half a chance there.
Oh, this time he's pulled it, it's in the air. And again, one bounce. Shahrukh Amin unable to get any power behind that shot. You know, Fahad Hashmi is a bit switched on because he's actually an ex-coach of all these Z Game Strikers players. So he's the master versus the student here at the fan code DCC X10 Division 2.
And he's a big guy, you don't want to mess with him. You don't mess with Fahad Al Hashmi.
I know.
Because he's got as big as hands as I've got my thighs.
I know about that because I gave him a high five once and I think I had a wrist fracture.
You touch his biceps, you feel like you've touched iron.
Lovepreet Bajwa. Oh, it's in the air. It's in the air again. Is that going to be a maximum? Yes, it is. Lovepreet Bajwa's brilliant form in this tournament continues. A 42 not out in the first game. And he's scoring runs again just for fun.
Yeah, that was a poor ball coming in from Fahad Al Hashmi. And he got space and time to free his arms there. Capitalized on it. Bajwa was the man of the match in the last game they played today. Brilliant knock coming in from him again.
Yeah, he's the main man with the bat for the Z Game Strikers. Furqan Khalil and Abdullah Salim both failing. This time another poor delivery. He was hoping that ball would have landed in the fine leg's hands. But in the end, it's gone for a boundary. He's not happy, Fahad Hashmi.
Well, he has ruined his own over. Because it was going decently well, singles and doubles coming in. But that 6 upset his line. Wanted to bowl at the stumps, missing it completely. Became a juicy half volley down the leg side. It's 58 for 2. Strikers looking good now. Nicely bowled. That is what he wanted to bowl on the last delivery as well. It's gone towards long on. And it's only a single this time around. 6 overs gone. It's 58 for 2.
quick change boys, quick change. चलो चलो चलो. Righty है strike पे. Right hand.
Well, that is the points table. And it's anyone's tournament right now. If Z Game Strikers lose this game, they will stay on 10 points. Rasasi and Cool Boys will play the last game. So that is virtually a semi-final for both teams. Very close on the net run rate as well. So if Rasasi pull out a win, Cool Boys, who've been top of the table this entire tournament, have a chance of getting knocked out.
That is the beauty of this tournament, isn't it? Absolutely neck and neck. among the top three. 10 points each for Cool Boys and Z Games, and Rasasi just lagging behind. They lost a big game today, I believe. Had they won it, it would have been a different table altogether.
And they gave themselves all the chances to win that game. Conceded only 24 runs in 4 overs, picked up 3 wickets thanks to the birthday boys, Faisal Amin and Fahad Tariq. But then in the end just lost the plot, and it was Lovepreet Bajwa whose knock was just incredible.
I never thought you would fumble at Fahad Tariq.
The problem is I've never called him by his second name because it's my second name as well.
By the way, for all those who are listening to us and don't know about this, Fahad is his brother, and it was his birthday today.
Yes, it was. It's a very expensive month for me, November. Celebrated my wife's birthday yesterday, my brother's birthday today, Faisal Amin's birthday yesterday, and a couple of more coming up.
My anniversary is on the 11th. Remember it next year.
I think I'll be broke by then. In the meantime, Aslam has started off really well. Just the 2 runs. Good leg spinner, and just as we say that, he bowls a rank long hop. But no damage done. Only a single. But we have to see Zishan Durrani's next over. He's been the highest wicket taker of the tournament so far. Has had a poor over today, the first one. Can he come back? Can he get a couple of wickets for the Expendables?
Well, he's a competitor, and even for a team that's lagging behind, you've got the highest wicket taker in your ranks. That's a good thing. That's something to be proud about, and they can improve upon all the hard work they have done this season in the coming seasons as well.
Yeah, and as you were saying, Adil Farooq, ex-vice captain of the UAE, there are no dead rubbers when you're playing with him. Even if you're bottom of the table, every game he plays, he puts it out all on the field. And he will keep pumping his boys to perform well. Again, will this be a double? It's Danish. No, he's done well. Misfielded the previous over, but this time he keeps it down to just 1.
Good over coming in from Aslam. Only 5 of the first 5 deliveries. He needs to finish this over well. It's 64 for 2 as of now. Strikers still lagging behind just a little bit, if you ask me. Getting to 100 will take some doing from here.
Yeah, and if he concedes a boundary, just as we were saying that he needs to finish well, he's given away 5 free runs. Saw Shahrukh Amin charge down the track, tried to bowl that leg side wide to get a stumping. But in the end, there was no wicketkeeper on earth who could have stopped that.
It was 5 balls, 5 runs. Now it's 10 runs, 5 balls. And that is what 5 wides do to you. No chance for the keeper to get even a hand to it. This was very poor stuff coming in from the bowler there.
And all of a sudden, as you said, 10 runs now. A boundary would make this a 14 or 16 run over. And there you have it. Just as we were saying, it's landed in the dugout. What would have been an 11 run over turns into a 16 run over. And the Z Game Strikers finally finding some momentum. 75 for 2 at the end of 7 overs. The batting card, Furqan Khalil started off well. Abdullah, he's had a poor day today. First ball duck for him in the first game and 1 today. But that man can do no wrong. Lovepreet Bajwa, 30 off 18. And now Shahrukh Amin finding the groove, 18 of 13 for him. A lot of batting still to come. Akshay Rathore, who scored good runs in the first game as well. He can hit the ball hard. And you were saying 100 is looking unlikely. Well, now 25 needed in the last 3. Very much doable.
Absolutely. They can even get to 110 from here on the way they are going. And it's because of 1 bad delivery, mind you. 60 from 64 to 75 in no time whatsoever. In just 1 ball.
Yes, 1 ball cost 11 runs. The 5 wides and then the 6. And Zishan Durrani, while the strike bowler has come back into the attack, they need a wicket here. The Expendables want to get a new batsman in.
Big shot. Slog sweep. It's going. Gone. 6.
Oh, they're finding the momentum now. It's Lovepreet Bajwa who's hit a maximum, but back-to-back 6s for the Z Game Strikers. And Zishan, for the first time in this tournament, put under the pressure.
17 runs have come off the last 2 deliveries. That's what 5 wides do to you. That was very, very poor.
It's completely shifted the pendulum towards the Z Game strikers. What a moment that was in the game. This time it's in the air. Could this be another 6? We watch and we raise our hands. Back-to-back 6s by Lovepreet Bajwa. He moves into the 40s yet again.
This might be a record of sorts. 3 balls, 23 runs. Has to be a record in cricket. What a shot again. For a moment it felt as if he hadn't timed it all that well, but the kind of form that he's in and the power he's generating with the fast bat flow, it was destined for a 6. And again, 3 in 3 is it? It's going. Oh, Fahad Al-Hashmi, is it?
No, well, that fielder is in a lot of pain and he is not wearing spikes. Unbelievable. The Vision Cricket Ground in the evenings is like skating on ice. And he slipped while taking what should have been a regulation catch. Lovepreet Bajwa continues to be the luckiest man in the Vision Centre. Look at that slip. He's hurt himself.
Absolutely hurt himself bad. And thankfully the ball didn't strike him. The way he slipped, he could have landed just at the position where the ball was landing. That would have been even worse. You're right, Lovepreet Bajwa has been very, very lucky. In the first game, 3 catches were dropped. In this game as well, this is a drop. I'll count it as a drop. Pulled away this time by Shah Rukh Amin. Nicely done. 1 bounce into the fence. 4.
Well, the runs are flowing now. There is no stopping these 2 batsmen. And all they needed were a chance each. What a big dismissal that would have been, Lovepreet Bajwa. But instead, it's Shah Rukh Amin on strike. And he's gotten a boundary. 17 runs off the over so far. Zishan Durrani is getting hit for some runs.
There's the 18th one. Only a single this time around. Some respite for Zishan Durrani here. So 18 runs of the over and 11 of the last over. So that makes it 29 runs of the last 6 deliveries. That is where the game has completely changed momentum.
Yes, absolutely. It's a short format game. It's so cruel. This time some good fielding from Fawad at point. They're running on fumes, the Expendables. A lot of their players are injured. They continue to add to their own misery. This time it's Fawad who's fallen down. He's done well.
Landed on his elbow there. It's 8 overs gone. 94 for 2. Z Game strikers looking for a big total here. Take a look at the bowling card. Furqan Shafi, 2 overs 17 runs, bowled decently well. Ayman Ahmed, 2 overs 18 runs, picked up a wicket. But after that, it's been carnage. Zishan Durrani, 2 overs 29 runs without picking up a wicket. Fahad Al-Hashmi, 1 over 14 runs. Aslam Hussain, 1 over 16 runs. All of them taken for a lot. And it was Aslam Hussain's over that changed the momentum of the game. Adil Farooq is coming in to bowl. He has to bring him on because all the other bowlers have been taken for runs.
Yeah, I think he's going to go with Fahad Al-Hashmi for the last over. And I think it is the floating power play. Just have to have a look at the field. 4 wickets in the tournament so far. He hasn't bowled a lot, Adil Farooq. Let's see, they've got a long on. And they have a deep cover and long off. So yes, it is the floating power play, the optional power play. Taking it over number 9. The best batsman to have when the power play is gone is Lovepreet Bajwa in good hitting form.
Strike rate over 200. 44 of just 22 deliveries. He has a chance to cross that 50 mark as well in this particular game. Couldn't do that in the last game, mind you. There we go. 9th over, first ball. Good ball. Away from the batter. Asking the batter to hit him out of the park to reach for the ball. This is a good ploy. Sometimes those wide deliveries outside the off stump turn out to be good deliveries. But as a bowler, you need to learn how to control those balls because they can go way wide and give extra runs, easy runs to the opposition as well. 95 for 2, 8.1 gone. Good start to the over from Adil.
He's got about 29 years or more worth of experience. I don't think the two batsmen batting together have played 29 matches together. He'll back him. Oh, losing his run up just a bit. You have to be a bit careful. Yeah, he slipped, I think, just marking that spot where that front foot landed.
Scruffing that up. Well, it gets very dewy in the night sometimes. And especially because there's nothing around here. It's all desert around here. Look at that. Just didn't land properly.
Oh, inside edge. And they're pushing for one. But some good bowling to start off the over by Adil Farooq.
Yeah, he was going for the big shot. Some in-swing from Adil Farooq on that delivery. Nicely bowled. Only a single this time around. This is turning out to be a good over. He needs to make sure he doesn't give too many in this floating power play over. Because this might again take the score beyond the reach of the Expendables.
Lovepreet Bajwa, number 4 on the batting chart so far. Has a good opportunity to get to number 3. He'll have to score 40 runs to catch 50 runs from here to catch up with Adnan Khan. He's hit it straight. Will just be no. The misfields continue. What should have been just 1 run is now a boundary. And Lovepreet Bajwa moves on to 49.
Well, in the next tournaments, upcoming tournaments that Adil Farooq was talking about, they need to work on one thing for sure. Their fielding. This was very, very poor. 4 extra runs given away. 6 of first 3 deliveries. Here we go, 100 up. Nicely bowled again. Experience coming into play for Adil.
Yeah, it's a very good over so far. And it would have been 4 singles, but they've conceded that boundary. Still, just a 7 off the over. But as you were saying, right before Ajmal bowled that wide, he has to finish off well. Because they're already looking at 110 at least from here. 120 or above will be an uphill task for the Expendables.
I doubt the experience of Adil Farooq will let him do that, what Hussain did in that particular over. Adil is a very, very experienced cricketer. Played at the highest level as well. He knows these situations well. Around the wicket this time around. And a wide. And a wide.
There is a reason why Mike was switched off when you said all of that. Because I didn't want to jinx it. And the keeper has done well. Has stopped another 5 wides.
To be fair, Abdur Rahman, it's so dewy that the ball also slips out of the bowler's hands. And this is going to happen with the Z Game strikers as well. So to be fair to them, a wide here and there is okay. But not 5 wides.
Again, width on offer this time. It's a boundary. That fielder still struggling after that misfield. And now it's Shah Rukh Amin who's going into the action. 12 of the over and still a delivery to come.
The feature of Z Game strikers batting has been their partnerships. And this time around as well. Lovepreet Bajwa on 50 of 25. Shah Rukh Amin on 28 of 17. And what a fantastic partnership this has been. Just like in the last game. The last game they lost 3 wickets on just 15 runs. And they eventually came back and won the game by 7 wickets. So the partnerships have been the feature. Good finish to the over though from Adil Farooq. A dot ball to end the over. It's 106 for 2 after 9.
Quick. You're on the last minute. Fast. Minute में start करना. चल. Quick. चलो भाग के जाएंगे boys. Just start right now. देख यार. Just start away right now. Come on बेटा. चल भैया. Point. काव पे कौन है? काव. क्या चल रहा है? Righty. Come over. Quick batsman on.
Well, last over, Fahad Al Hashmi is going to be bowling it. Another experienced campaigner, another ex-UAE player coming into bowl here. He needs to apply all his experience to stop getting this total out of hand.
Oh, starts off with the perfect Yorker. And look at that. Look at that effort from Adil Farooq. It is so easy to forget that this man is 1 year away from his own half century. 49 and diving around like a 19-year-old. And if this doesn't spurn on the expendable fielders, I don't know what will. He's setting the standard himself, Adil.
Very competitive cricketer, Adil Farooq. In comes Hashmi. Oh, down the leg side again. Wide call by the umpire. Good bit of keeping once again.
Yeah, this time Pratik was ready for that. Charging down the track, so he bowled that wide to catch him off guard. And he's done well, Pratik. But extras keep mounting up.
Down the ground, up in the air, hanging in the air, going beyond the ropes. 6. What a shot from Shah Rukh. I mean, for a moment, both of us thought that this was going to be an easy catch. But it had a lot of legs to it, or a lot of wings to it, rather.
Yeah. It was flying and it never came down. As you said, Faizan, even I thought that he had not middled it. But 34 of 19, what a comeback. This from the captain as well. At one stage, he was less than a run a ball. What a knock he's playing. 114 on the board already.
He was 8 of 9. And again, this time it's slapped towards square leg. The fielder cannot stop it. Another 4. This game is getting out of hand for the Expendables.
Yeah, you can't blame Dew or anything like that. That's just the poor delivery. And the fielder was very square. No chance of stopping that. So he hits a 6 and then he hits a good cricketing shot for a boundary. No risk, but all the reward. 38 for 2 now. Shah Rukh Amin and Z Game Strikers are going towards a formidable total.
And again, this time even better. Yes, it is. 6. Right from the sound of the bat, it felt it was going to go beyond the boundary ropes, and Z Game Strikers are running away with the game with 2 balls remaining in this innings.
Well, I have to question the tactics here. Fahad Al Hashmi has a tendency of bowling that outswinger to the left-hander. Why would you be coming over the wicket? It's in his slot. You're giving him a free hit just like that. Another 6. It's raining 6s here at the Vision Cricket Centre. And Fahad Al Hashmi, well, he's gone for a lot. And Shah Rukh Amin has a 50. Unbelievable. He's scored 50 quicker than Lovepreet Bajwa.
Absolutely. Carnage. Carnage in this over in the first 5 deliveries. 3 6s, a 4, a wide and a single. So that takes the total to, what, 24 runs in the 5 deliveries that he has bowled, Fahad Al Hashmi. And last ball still to go, 130 on board. This is a very big total. They were just 45 after 5 overs, mind you.
Oh, 90 runs. 90 runs in the last 4.5 overs. It's given it. He's given it. It was a throwdown. Very poor delivery again. A 30-run over. And the Z Game Strikers finish at 136 for the loss of only 2 wickets. Oh, these kids are having fun. What a batting masterclass from both of them.
91 runs in the last 5 overs. Abdur Rahman Tariq. I haven't seen that happening personally.
I have only seen 91 runs in the whole 10 overs. What an onslaught. Unbelievable hitting.
More than 16 runs per over in the last 5 overs. Brilliant. And that is what partnerships do to you. You need to play in partnerships. When there's hitting happening from both ends, there's no stopping the batters. This is very poor performance in the last 5. They were very good in the first, not so much in the last 5.
Well, the game is of 2 halves. They still have to chase this total down, but they'll be very disappointed. And that's a happy dugout right there. Big smile on Shah Rukh Amin's face.
It deserves that smile, no? At one point of time, it was looking as if he wouldn't even cross 30. Look at that scorecard. Furqan, 14 of 8. Shah Rukh, 56 of 23, eventually overtaking Lovepreet, who was on 51 himself of 26 deliveries. Abdullah just couldn't get going today. It was a bad day for him. 14 extras. The score is a mammoth 136 for 2, and it would take some doing for the other side, Expendables, to come out and bat it down.
Well, that's the bowling card. And Furqan Shafi and Ayman Ahmed, when they were bowling, it was just not easy to hit anything. And then Zishan Durrani, Fadil Hashmi, 2 overs, 44 runs. Aslam Hussain, that wide, that went for 5, started it all for me. And then Adil Farooq, well, he bowled the best over of the lot, and it was in the bowling power play. 136, 14 extras. And those extras, well, they've not helped the cause at all. Let's have a look at the highlights then.
Well, wicket in the first over. And after that, there were some beautiful shots, a drop chance as well. What a good catch that was, mind you. And then we saw some hitting. It was brilliant. All out of the park. Nicely hit. Shah Rukh Amin got into the act as well. Some big hits coming from his bat also. Zishan Durrani was taken for a few. That was hit out of the park through mid-wicket. Nicely done. And again, some big shots in the last 5 overs. This is where the match tilted completely towards Z Game Strikers. Some great shots, some great hitting. Adil Farooq came in and was hit for a couple of 4s thanks to a missed field there. And then this was a slow ball that was picked up by Shah Rukh Amin and hit through extra cover for another one. Then came the last over, and it was all 6s there in the last over, Rahman.
You have 30 runs coming off it. 4 6s. That was the only boundary. Then 3 6s on the trot. Brilliant batting from Shah Rukh Amin. Clean hitting. This was a throwdown. That was the poorest delivery I've ever seen. And fan code DCC X10 Rapid Fire is alive and kicking. The Z Game Strikers have managed 136. We'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere for the run chase, as Expendables need 137 runs to win the game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Vision Cricket Centre in Sharjah for the fan code DCC X10 Division 2. And that is the equation. The Expendables need a massive 137 runs in the allotted 10 overs. Look at that batting scorecard. 14 of 8 for Furqan Khalil. Shahrukh Amin with a sparkling half century. 56 of 23. And Lovepreet Singh Bajwa continues his purple patch. 51 of just 26. 14 extras helping them along. And the Expendables, well, they had them at 45 for 2 at one stage. Ayman Ahmed and Furqan Shafi had bowled really well. But then the wheels completely came off as Zishan Durrani got spanked, none for 29. Fadil Hashmi, none for 44. Unbelievable figures. Aslam Hussain and Adil Farooq also getting hammered. Joining me in the comm box for this run chase is going to be Faizan Khan. Good evening, Faizan.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. What a carnage in the last 5 overs coming in for the strikers. Brilliant knock. At one point, their captain Shahrukh Amin was going at below run a ball. He was 8 of 9 deliveries. And then when he kicked on, that completely changed the complexion of the game.
Well, when Asghar Khan and I left the comm box, we left it in good hands. 45 for 2 at 5 overs. We were like, fair enough, it should be a close game. But you and Abdur Rahman, you added 91 runs in 5 overs. What happened?
We are strikers, what we can do.
Aslam Hussain out there opening for the Expendables alongside Prateek, the wicketkeeper. And the man warming up, the boy warming up in the background. Watch out for him, Mohammad Jawadullah. This boy has got some serious heat. And I finally get to see him live from the comm box. I'm a bit excited to be quite honest with you, Faizan.
Absolutely. He was brilliant yesterday as well. Very quick off the surface, quick arm action as well.
Left arm over.
Everything about him is just quick.
Play.
Ringfield on the offside, a slip in place. Deep third and a deep fine leg. Here we go then. The run chase is underway. And right on the money. Getting a hint of away swing as well. Squeezed out to point. And 1 run. Well, that could have been close. Aslam put his bat down very late in the crease.
Absolutely, but a good start once again for Jawad. He was brilliant in the last game also today for strikers. Albeit slightly wrong-footed. But I still like the rhythm that he bowls with.
He's just a slight lad, not even that tall. Must be about 5'10 maximum. 4 wickets in the tournament. Look at that economy rate, 6.2. And he's a pure wicket-taking machine. Those 2 deliveries he bowled earlier in the evening to Abdul Hafiz Afridi and Syed Maqsood was something spectacular. Oh, he's threw him in a flash. Prateek trying to back cut that ball behind point. Good luck with that.
Absolutely. Classical left-armer's delivery coming in beautifully. Just at the last moment. Beating him all ends up. Going between the bat pad. It was a poor shot, mind you. He wasn't expecting that swing there, Ahmed.
Yeah, look at that jag back in. Didn't rise as well. He's doing some gardening out there, Prateek. But if you don't get in line with the ball, that won't help. You have to be careful against this boy. Struck on the pads, but pitching outside leg. And he's very consistent with his length as well. Always full, always aiming for the sticks.
Absolutely. And right now there's some dew on the wicket also, which is going to help his cause because it's going to skid on. He already is pretty pacey, so it's not going to be easy to face him here.
Oh, absolutely. If you have the confidence to play against him, you can enjoy that pace on the bat. But if you don't, he can rush through you and disturb your furniture. Only 1 run conceded so far. Prateek not looking comfortable against him. Bowled him! There you go. Mohammad Jawadullah, the striker-in-chief for the strikers.
What a ball once again. Swinging just at the last moment. Feet going nowhere. Played all around it. Look at that. Started to play a defensive shot, then trying to drag it towards square leg. It was a nothing shot, but a beautiful delivery once again from Jawad.
Well, it's a 3-ball duck for Prateek. Nobody can stand in front of this boy, Mohammad Jawadullah. 1 for 1. New batter in is Fawad Ghafoor. He's a clean striker of the ball. And they need somebody in the top order to get some big runs here, Faizan.
Absolutely spot on. But talking about Jawad once again, you know, I love the fact that he didn't celebrate after that wicket. He was very nonchalant, as if that's his day-to-day job.
Absolutely. Wake up, come to the ground, bowl fast, 135, 140 clicks, shatter the stumps. All part of the day's work.
Go home and sleep after that.
Yeah, need to ice up for sure. Strike rate of 131. Disappointing tournament for him by his standards. Let's see if he can handle Mohammad Jawadullah. Already among the wickets. Well, at least he's not shifting around in the crease. That's a big plus point. Trying to play him off the back foot there.
Well, yeah, and that was not a great delivery coming in from Jawad. First bad ball that I've seen him bowl all day long, including the first match. It was down the leg side. It would have been easy pickings had he got in line of that ball and just tickled it towards fine leg. But
There
what
you
a
go.
delivery that was.
Just off the pads, glanced on to the stumps. He was very, very late. He was a couple of days late on that one. Once again, striking the pad. Not quite as accurate as he would have liked to be, but they'll only get a leg by. A brilliant first over. 2 for 1.
चलो सली जल्दी 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 लवी फिर इधर आओगे यहाँ से पीछे कौन बोलो बॉलिंग लेफ्ट में मारा शाहरुख क्या हो रहा है यार अली नहीं अली चलो 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 लेग स्टंप फैसल फैसल डीप में चली की मिड ऑन ऊपर रख एक और इधर आएगा सालिक भाई एम्पायर के पास आओ सीरियस रहो सारे सीरियस रहो जवाद एक्स्ट्रा कवर आओ लवी लवी पीछे जा लवी जल्दी जा यार पैर के साइड रहो थैंक यू जवाद नीचे उतर
Slight change of pace. Now Mohammad Ismail coming, and that's a no ball to start. Well, that's very poor.
A free hit. This might just change the momentum of the game just a little bit because it is going one way as of now, the striker's way. We need a big shot here from the Expendables.
Most certainly. Drilled down the ground. There is protection. So a good free hit delivery. That's what Ismail usually does. Just darts the ball in, aiming for the sticks, wicket to wicket. And it works for him.
If you bowl it in the right areas, it's going to give you some dividends, some purchase from the wicket as well. We've seen that all day long. But right now, the wicket is behaving a little differently, if you ask me, because there's a little dew on the ground. It's skidding onto the bat. So the faster bowlers will get more dividends out of the wicket here. And you'll have to apply yourself as a batter to get some runs.
Worked off the straight by Aslam. There is a deep square leg in place for Mohammad Ismail. Akshay Rathore. Good strong throw from the outfield. That's not a good tactic to play across the line to somebody who's spearing the ball into the sticks.
Absolutely. Some runs required here. Pressure is building up on the Expendables.
Down the leg side this time. Given as a wide. Yeah, their starting required run rate was 13.7. So when you're only giving away 2 runs in the first over, that's going to balloon up very quickly indeed. That was a tough one for Furqan Khalil. Still, at least got his body behind it. This time just coming in with the arm.
And it's also just a 10-over game. You blink, you miss. In a matter of few minutes, you see the scoreboard, a couple of overs have gone and you have scored nothing at all, Ahmed. So they need to keep on putting their foot on the accelerator here and can't take it easy.
They have to take some risks for sure. Nicely punched, but once again, only finding the fielders. And the last thing you can afford to do in this format is play dots. You've got 60 balls, 1 out of 60. That's a pretty high percentage considering. Inside edge. And a misfield at square leg. Well, that was slightly casual. I think it's the substitute fielder out there needed to do a better job.
Only a single though, not good running between the wickets, but as long as Fawad is there, I doubt there's going to be a lot of twos on the ground right now. Some big hits required like yesterday.
Absolutely. That's better. That was smacked hard, but good work by Shah Rukh Amin at wideish. Long on, keeps it to 1.
That concludes the over. Another over down and a boundary hasn't been hit yet.
Nothing doing though. Not even taking a single there.
He's also a very different kind of bowler, Glenn. And that is the reason why he's picked up wickets in this tournament already. Comes around the wicket, cutting the umpire.
Yeah,
An awkward way to bowl that way.
Oh, this time he's nailed it. And taken, is it? Gone for 6. Pardon me, I thought long off was interested for a minute. But that went all the way.
Good shot. First shot of intent coming in from these batters. Nicely done, straight down the ground. The long on was very straight, right through his hands. Had he been a couple of feet back, I'm sure he might have grabbed it.
Yeah, that was a lot closer than we thought. Shah Rukh Amin, the skipper himself out there. Just need confirmation. I think it was beyond the boundary rope. Flat hit. Fingertips. And... yeah, that looks, it's gone all the way. Yes, it has. It's 6 runs. So good intent shown from Aslam Hussain. Need a lot more of that. Maybe 10 or 12 more.
Yeah, they certainly need a lot of runs as we see the replay once again. Played down the ground. Great idea to go downtown. That's the safest way to play. Although the long on was very, very fine. They're taking a look at it again and again. From our eyes, we feel in the combox that it's going to be called a 6. The umpire hasn't called it yet.
Yeah, looks to be landing beyond the rope for me. This is the frame that will answer us. Yeah, that looks beyond that white line. Yes, given as a 6. So we got the call right eventually. Umpire GB Alex there. So Glenn Fernandez has to be switched on here. They're looking to counter-attack him. Nine off 5 for Aslam Hussain. Oh, that is much too wide. It's turned in though. Hence let go by the umpire. Has a very strange action. Unorthodox, but it certainly works for him. Does get bite off the surface, Glenn Fernandez.
Missing out on that. Swing and a miss. It was in the arc. It was there to be hit. The shot selection was right as well. Just couldn't get to the ball.
Yeah, trying to play across the line. Well, you can hit them for straight 6s, so why play across the line? Once again, trying to launch from the crease. Not really using his feet.
Absolutely, away from the body, trying to flat bat it up over the bowler's head, missing it completely. 2 balls that should have been punished are dot balls.
Yeah, frustration for Aslam. This time outside edge, gone up towards point, just beyond him. And it should be only 1 run. Yeah, remains that. So steady over from Glenn comes to an end. 15 for 1 at the end of 3.
That's the scorecard for you till now. Aslam on 10 of 9. Prateek was the victim of some great bowling coming in from Jawad. Gone without scoring. 3 balls faced. Fawad has faced 7 deliveries and he has made just 2 runs, chasing 137 in 10 overs. Not great batting by the Expendables.
Well, he has to get a move on right here, right now. Not much time to spare. And just getting a quick drink in there, Aslam Hussain. So, who will be the bowler being introduced here? Will they go with Jawadullah again?
When he was bowling, it was Aslam's over that changed the momentum completely. He had given away 5 runs in the 5 deliveries that he had bowled. Till that time, he bowled 5 wides and the next ball was hit for a 6. So 11 runs came off that single delivery. And since then, the momentum has been towards strikers. Short ball, nicely bowled. Dug in, trying to pull it away. He was very late on that shot there, Ahmed.
Faisal Altaf, young fast bowler coming in. And yeah, testing the middle of the pitch immediately. Nicely directed short ball. So Aslam Hussain slightly struggling here to get going apart from that maximum. Even that should have been a catch, to be quite honest. So the strikers all over the Expendables currently. Long run up for the young lad. Has plenty of promise about him. Super athlete, super fit. Slower one. Just got the line wrong and it's burst through the wicketkeeper as well. Just as I was hyping him up, Faizan. He's bowled a filthy delivery.
Well, commentator's curse always works. Working this time as well. Wide call by the umpire there. So 2 runs added to the total. That's not going to help their cause. The Expendables need to hit some big shots and hit them now.
I like the idea though. He was trying to mix it up with an off-cutter. That same line would be very effective to Fawad Ghafoor. Let's see if he can recognize it and belt it out of the park. Usually a big striker of the ball. Likes to get on with the game. Just been struggling to find his range. Toe end of the bat, but will fall well short of the long on.
Only a single again. So runs haven't been coming in boundaries. We've seen just 1 6. That is the only boundary that we've seen till now from this innings. And they're chasing 137. It's going to be very, very difficult for them. Still 119 more runs to get for the Expendables from just 6.4 overs. It's not going to be easy for them now.
It's looking like a very steep uphill task. Coming around the wicket now to Aslam. He's been shaping up to belt the ball towards the leg side. Let's see if he can connect. Oh, yes, he can. Yes, he can. That's a maximum into the Expendables dugout.
Some intent there coming in from Aslam Hussain. Nicely hit. In the arc, out of the park. Well done. Bam.
Yeah, nothing delivery there from Faisal Altaf. Just floated it up there without any intent. That's what I like about Mohammad Jawadullah. He bowls full on fast. He doesn't mess around with his bowling. He has one game plan. Yeah, that's better. Pace on. Skewed away off the inside edge to fine leg. Fair enough. It's about survival in a 10 overs format for the fast bowlers. But if you have that raw speed, use it to your advantage.
I second you, Ahmed. Well said. And again, this wicket has changed from the first game that Z Strikers were playing at, because it's due. Dew has made it a slightly bit quicker. And this is where the faster bowlers come into play. You need to bang in short. You need to bowl back of the length. You need to bowl at length and bowl with some pace. You will get dividends.
Slower ball, skewed over extra cover. There is protection out there. Mohammad Jawad himself. Yeah, if you're getting the ball to skid off the surface, and when you're defending such a massive target, you can take a few risks. You don't need to do your cutters and this and that. Try to just intimidate the batter at the crease.
Well, they're lagging behind big time. They need a couple more sixes in this over, at least, to get things to start up and over and running.
This time he slashed it hard over point. It's gone all the way for a flat 6. What an incredible shot from Aslam Hussain.
Well, slapped away. Brilliant shot. Possibly one of the shots of the day. Nicely done, Aslam Hussain. Outside the off stump, shot, picked it up, slashed. And bam, she goes into the fence for another 6. One more, at least in this over, to change just, to shift the momentum just a little bit here.
Well, that was right out of our childhood. Sanat Jaisuriya smoking it over backward point. Beautiful shot. That will conclude a expensive over from Faisal Altaf. .32 for 1 at the end of 4 overs then. 2 sixes in that over. Perhaps that could be what flips the switch for the Expendables. They have to tell themselves, if the Z Game Strikers can hit 91 or 5, so can we, Faizan.
Absolutely. Although they need more than that now. 32 for 1 after 4. In comes Ali to bowl the next over. Another left armer.
Oh, he's gone downtown. He's just chipped it and will hole out. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, safe pair of hands, and Ali Iqbal strikes with his first ball.
Well, not a great knock coming in from Fawad Ghafoor. 4 of 10 deliveries that he faced. And again, just couldn't time the ball at all in all his innings. Not even a single boundary coming in off his bat. He walks back. Possibly a blessing in disguise for the Expendables here. It's 32 for 2 after 4.1.
Well, he was opening early in the tournament, but today, coming in at number 4, Fahad Al-Hashmi. Decent strike rate of 143. He can certainly belt the ball around, especially against the spinners. Let's see how he fares against Ali Iqbal. He certainly needs to deliver some after getting smashed for 44 runs in his 2 overs. Not much foot movement there. Bottom edge squeezed away to the keeper.
Every time he walks out to bat, I'm reminded of Kieran Pollard. Every single time.
Well, he certainly got the biceps to match the big West Indian, Kieran Pollard.
His biceps are bigger than my thighs, Ahmed.
Oh, but as big as his biceps are and how mean he looks, he's the sweetest guy you can meet off the field. Super gentleman, Fahad Al-Hashmi. Wonderful personality. Oh, that time he was looking to send that towards the Caribbean.
Absolutely. Just couldn't get the connection right. When he hits them, they stay hit. There's no doubt about that. And he hits them flat and hard. Not just looks like Kieran Pollard, plays like him as well.
Well, I remember a couple of match days ago, he just pushed it at it one. Just a bit of a ping off the blade and it went flying for a 6. Oh, this time, once again, trying to drag it on the leg side though. Play the same shot over extra and you'll get a maximum.
Spot on, well read there. Ahmed. Yeah, dancing down the wicket. It's going away from the body across the right-hander. It's not easy to fetch it from outside off stump and hit it over mid-wicket.
And Ali Iqbal smartly not bowling it in his arc. He knows even a half connection will send that ball sailing out of the Vision Cricket Centre. So he's just bowling it off pace away from Fahad. And then that change-up delivery straight onto the pads.
Mind you, he hasn't given away a single run in his first 5 deliveries. Brilliant over this from Ali.
Given due respect, front foot defense. These youngsters are pretty skillful and pretty intelligent, let me tell you. Can we see a wicket maiden in the X10? That would be something truly remarkable. He's bowled a wonderful over. Look at that push! Just dropping in front of the long off. And they will pick up one. 33 for 2 at the halfway stage. In fact, there are some overthrows. So make that 34 for 2. And let me hand it over to Abdur Rahman Tariq and Asghar Khan to take you through to the end of this game.
जल्दी आओ एक इधर आएगा जवाद पीछे निकल जा अक्षय वहीं से पीछे निकल जाओ मिड ऑन लंबा चेंज हो रहा है ग्लेन गो बैक मिड ऑफ गो बैक जवाद इधर ही आजा जवाद लंबा चेंज नहीं कर इधर ऊपर आजा जवाद भाग के आओ एक्स्ट्रा कवर जल्दी जाओ अब्दुल्ला एक्स्ट्रा नहीं इधर रहो इधर ऊपर इधर जाओ तू खा छक्के कोई टेंशन नहीं है थोड़ा बाहर रहना अली
Thank you, Ahmed Khwaja and Faizan. And the captain coming into bowl now. Not a bad option when you've scored a 50 odd. Guarantee that man of the match. But it's not over yet. We've seen some funkier things happen here, Asghar. But they need 100 runs in the last 5 overs.
That's a big ask. That's a huge ask. Aslam is looking good. Advances down the pitch. Couldn't get onto it. It was a loopy delivery, dipped on him.
Yeah, when it's your day, even the full tosses are difficult to hit. Again, width on offer. I'll tell you what, Asghar. Strap in your seat, fasten your seat belts, because Fadil Hashmi will want to give some back to Shah Rukh Amin. Hit him for 30 runs in the last over he bowled. And Fadil Hashmi does not forget or forgive easily.
Look at the size of the man. He's going to absolutely go after him and even have a piece of him. Wow.
Some mind games already. Going across the stumps and Shah Rukh Amin bowling it wide down the leg side. Well, if you've seen the Batman comics, you'll know there's a certain character called Bane who grows up when he gets angry. And Fadil Hashmi looking like that. Back-to-back wides. Fadil Hashmi versus Shah Rukh Amin. Can we see some fireworks here? Again walking across. Hard hit towards mid-wicket. Oh, it's gone through the legs. That was hit very hard, but Ismail has to do well. And it's a boundary.
Yeah, giving himself room, and then Shah Rukh followed him and he clubbed it through square leg and mid-wicket. It was a straightforward fielding, but the dew and all those things, fielding has been generally really poor throughout all the games tonight.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Fielding has been very poor. Again down the leg side. And umpire, yeah, signaling wide. No, he's calling it. Oh, that's good sportsman spirit. Even Fahad Hashmi just saying that it hit his boot. It looked like it hit Furqan Khalil. He's big, but he's a gentleman as well. Another fielding effort. Glenn Fernandez this time does well. Just a single.
Fadil Hashmi really looking to muscle the ball, and Shahrukh Amin knows it. But end of a very good over from Shahrukh Amin. 42 for 2 after 6. Expendables struggling. Mohammad Jawad again pick of the bowlers. He got an early breakthrough. Mohammad Ismail bowled well. Glenn Fernandez also a brilliant over from him, and Faisal Altaf was a bit expensive. Ali Iqbal bowled a terrific over, and Shahrukh Amin chipping in. 42 for 2 after 6. Ali to continue. To Fadil Hashmi, advances down the pitch, and he varies his line.
Yeah, charging down the track to the youngster. What a turnaround for Ali as well. He was hit for 31 runs in the last over that he bowled against the G-Force Lions. Clive Alfonso taking it for 28 on his own. And then look at that comeback. Just the 2 runs and a wicket in the first over he bowled today. And it's a wide. Gets a thick outside edge. And he'll get a boundary. Fadil Hashmi is not going to die wondering here.
He's chancing his arm and he's getting away with it. Perhaps he's moving too much around the crease. If he stays still, he's such a powerful striker of the ball. This ground is not big enough for him. He just needs to hold his shape and look to hit straight. Ali continuing.
Oh, it's a good Yorker. Slower in the air. And Fadil Hashmi just walking down the track again made it a Yorker. And a dot ball.
Sometimes in T10 format, you're looking to hit the ball too hard, and in case that you lose your shape, and that in that process the bottom hand comes in and you're not able to all the time looking to hit the ball cleanly.
Really well said there. That attempt of trying to hit the ball too hard and your biomechanics just don't favor you. We saw the likes of Lovepreet Bajwa and Shahrukh Amin hit proper cricketing shots for boundaries and sixes.
Yeah, it's important you give yourself the best chance by playing the correct lines and staying in line. That opens up both sides of the wicket. But if you move too much and you move early, you give the bowler a sighter to adjust.
Oh, he's connected. Finally, he's connected. And as you were saying, when he connects them, they stay hit, lands near the basketball court.
That is one of the biggest 6 of the night. And look at that. That's what we were discussing. On that occasion, he didn't move. He didn't back away. Just stayed in the line. And he's such a ferocious hitter of the ball. That was gigantic from him.
Yeah, the key was the head as still as possible. And let the arms flow through the ball. I think it's a bit too late now for the Expendables. They need 27 runs every over from here to win this game. And the only thing they can do is dent the net run rate of the cool boys, of the Z Game Strikers. But I think if they win this match, they are through. They will be top of table with a final slot waiting for them on the 16th.
Absolutely. And the Expendables, they will be looking to earn some pride and finish this and get close as possible, because you never want to die wondering. And 18 legitimate deliveries left with 84 to get. It's a tough ask. 53 for 2 after 7.
Well, that's the batting card. Then Aslam finally gets on strike. No, they've taken a single of the last ball. It'll still be Hashmi. 18 or 15 for him. 24 or 15 for Aslam. Fawad Ghafoor just couldn't get going at all. 10 deliveries for 4 runs. And Prateek 3-ball duck for him. They still have the likes of Danish, Furqan, Idris, and Adil Farooq yet to come, but I don't think a lot of these guys will get to bat today. Just the 3 overs left. And as you said, it's just a matter of pride now for the Expendables.
This time, another slog sweep. A magnificent shot. Fadil Hashmi is finally getting into the act. This is his second 6.
Yeah, it was in the slot. And he's connected well. And Furqan Khalil has enjoyed it. So has Fadil Hashmi. Big smile on his face finally. Look at that power. Unbelievable strength from the big man.
Once again, Shahrukh Amin. This time firing it in down the leg side, and it's going to be a wide ball.
But what a take. What brilliant glove work from Furqan Khalil. Probably one of the best in the UAE behind the stumps from the Rashid Latif Academy. And his glove work very close to his mentors.
Terrific wicketkeeper batsman. Neat wicketkeeper. And that's a great asset for any team behind the stumps.
Oh, again in the slot. Short arm jab. It's in the air. It's in the air. And Ismail has helped it over the rope for a maximum.
Quicker delivery. Shahrukh knows it that Fadil Hashmi is really coming after him. He tried to bowl a quicker Yorker, but that bottom hand, my words, he generated tremendous power.
Yeah, he's generated all that power. It was always going to be 6. Ismail's done well just to get a hand on it. Tried to keep it in play. But you're asking a bit too much from the youngster. And Fadil Hashmi moves on to 30 of 18.
My words. He's nailed it. He's absolutely nailed it. His 4th 6, and he's taking some revenge from Shahrukh Amin. Early on, he's been taken by the cleaners by Shahrukh, and now finally he has a last laugh. Even Shahrukh is enjoying the moment.
Furqan Khalil, you better not be enjoying it so much. Even Lovepreet is enjoying it. Oh, the captain is going for runs and the players are having a big laugh. You guys want to play the final under him or no? 3 6s. Can we see a 4th one? It's a wide down the leg side. And again, Furqan Khalil has done really well to get some glove on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And Fadil Hashmi desperately wants Shahrukh to bowl somewhere near his arc. This could be another one if he misses his length.
Well, bowl outside off stump if you can. Oh, he's connected one more time. Could this be a catch though? There is a fielder. It's a 6. It is a 6. It's a good effort by Glenn. But he knows that is a 6. He landed with the ball in his hand behind the rope.
Interesting replay here. Great effort by Glenn Phillips. Sorry. Glenn Fernandez. Wow. Wow. Oh, the hang time just got his feet down, but a great effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant effort. As you said, hang time was in the air for a very, very long time. Glenn. Oh, it's all happening here. Fadil Hashmi has moved on to 42. Shahrukh Amin has been hit for 4 6s in the over. Don't look at the required runs anymore. It's all fun and games. Oh, outside edge. Can that go to the boundary? Trickling away slowly. And I think Fadil Hashmi will try to come back on strike. No, it's just 2. Shahrukh Amin will be thanking his lucky stars. That was the last ball of the over. But what an expensive over that was.
Yeah, Shahrukh Amin tried his luck. Tried to early on belted Fadil Hashmi, and he tried to pick up his wicket, but that idea didn't work. End of 8 overs is 81 for 2.
स्कोर एवढं हां फास्ट प्लीज चलो जल्दी जाओ मियां पीछे जा मियां
Well, it's all academic now, but they have taken the power play, the floating power play. 56 runs needed off 12 deliveries. Mathematically, still possible.
Yeah, still possible, and Father Lashmi desperately want to get back on strike. He would be thinking it's only need around 9 or 10 sixes for him.
Well, 9 sixes would make it 54, and then all they need to do is take 2 runs off 3 deliveries. It's Glenn Fernandez coming back into the attack, 2 wickets away from being the highest wicket taker of the tournament. And that interesting angle of approach. He's not an off spinner, he's a left arm spinner. Oh, he's crunched it, and they get a boundary.
Great use of the feet by Aslam. Meanwhile, in the last couple of overs, he's been on the non-striker end. Early on, he's played really well, but got off strike and lost a bit of momentum.
And they won't mind this. The Expendables, the left-hander against the left-hander.
Coming really handy this innings from Aslam in a tough situation. Father Lashmi joining with the late flurry. They're giving their best.
And you have to question that innings from Fawad. 10 balls for 4 runs. If that was a 10 ball 20, they would have needed just 52 runs to win from here. 32 runs to win from here. That would have still been possible.
Yeah, you got to show that intent, and he was struggling a bit. Perhaps he could have gone hard. And even if you get out, doesn't matter in this format.
Yeah, no point in keeping 8 wickets in hand if you're going to be 50 runs short of the target. Aslam Hussain is playing well so far.
That went long way up in the air, and fielder judges. Terrific. Safe hands. I think it's Lovepreet. Lovepreet is a good young cricketer. Wherever he's in the field, he's safe as a house.
Yeah, very good catch under pressure. Ball going up a long way. One of the 3 fielders outside the circle. He's coming all the way from long on. Ismail's asking him, well, it's my catch coming in from mid-wicket. It doesn't matter. In the end, it's Aslam Hussain who has to walk out for 28. The Expendables now 85 for 3. A new batsman in Danish Haider. He's had a poor tournament so far. He is a very destructive batsman when he gets going.
And Father Lashmi will be thinking on the other end, why these rule changes come in. I would have been on strike.
Yeah, absolutely. Would have crossed and taken strike. But as Asghar mentioned, with the new rules, it's the new batsman who comes into face, regardless of whether you cross or not. Oh, Haider is connected this time. And it's a 6. Well, all the fielders just helping the ball over the rope.
Well, we've seen a lot of great efforts in international cricket. Believe me, they make it look ridiculously easy, but it's not easy. At this level, these guys are trying their best, but it's not happening for them.
Yeah, not simple to jump up and then try to keep the ball in play. And the Expendables have managed 91. In any other circumstances, this would be a brilliant inning. And the 6s continue. Is Danish Haider now? Strike rate of 600. 2 balls, 12 runs. What was the fuss all about?
Well. Expendables will be thinking at the top. If they would have gone hard, they could have made a match of the late flurries from Father Lashmi, and Danish is proving worthy.
Or had they conceded 15 runs less or 20 runs less, 20 of 7, very much doable, 40 of 7, mathematically still possible.
That's beautifully bowled, but end of an expensive over from Glenn, where he picked up a wicket but gone for a couple of sixes. Heather just having fun, hitting 2 sixes. Last over, Father Lashmi will be facing up.
Well, that's the table then. The Z Game Strikers looking very likely now to finish top of the table with 12 points, 6 wins and 2 losses for them in the 8 games. And Cool Boys and Rasasi, that is going to be a mouth-watering encounter, a semi-final. And all these games will be played on the 16th. So we will have the last round games plus the final. The top 2 teams will reach that final. And the Z Game Strikers will be playing either the Cool Boys or Rasasi. 40 needed of the last over. I don't think the Z Game Strikers are going to fluff that.
That is a very interesting table, and it brings a lot of excitement on the 16th. And Ismail is coming back into the attack, and Father Lashmi is only thinking 6 sixes at least this over. I want to go big.
Well, if they hit 6 sixes and lose by 3 runs, they're going to be mighty disappointed. Oh, it's connected well. It's in the gap. It goes for a boundary. Father Lashmi moves along to 48. What a knock this has been. A counter punch. But a bit too late there from the Expendables now.
He's enjoying himself. He's enjoying. Look at that bottom hand, and he absolutely nailed it. The fielder at mid-wicket didn't had any time whatsoever to move even.
And the moment he hit that ball, he didn't even bother running. That's how hard he hit it and knew it. Expendables get to 101. Oh, again in the slot, this time played to cover. Father Lashmi will not take a single. He'll try to get to that 50. At least recover some of the damage done when he was bowling.
Oh, this time the straighter one. Ends Father Hashmi's brilliant knock of 48, where he entertained all of us with some lusty hittings. Great guy, great character, enjoys his cricket.
Yeah, absolutely. This one in the slot, trying to go across the line, slightly quicker as well. But he's played a brilliant knock. He's enjoyed himself after that poor bowling performance. Look at that strike rate of 200, 5 sixes. Father Lashmi walks out for 48. The Expendables 101 for 4. थोड़ा सा करंट डाल दी इनिंग में.
तूने 28 बनाए थे 28 तूने शाहरुख तूने 28 मारे थे 28 खा ली राइट
That's a middle, that's a middle. Only left arm around. 3 left.
यार तू करना भाई नहीं है.
Okay na.
The new batsman is Akbar Bosan. Didn't have a good day in the field. Can he get some runs here for his team?
First delivery, he tried to go big, dragged it towards square leg. He will pick up a single, and Danish is back on strike, who strike 2 magnificent sixes in the last over.
He's not going to hold back. 2 more deliveries to go. And they're ruining Ismail's figures. Oh, he's missed it. There was a stumping opportunity. Very quick, Ismail at that time.
Yeah, firing it in, and Furqan Khalil was bit on it, late on it. He just jabbed at the ball, doesn't miss much normally.
On the last ball is a Yorker played down towards long on. It is a big victory for the Z Game Strikers. 34 runs the margin of victory. They romp to the finals of the Fancode DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 2. And they will be waiting to see who is going to be the other finalist as the Cool Boys take on Rasasi on the 16th. They'll be very happy, this young bunch, talented bunch, led really well by Shahrukh Amin. What a knock he played under pressure. And that man, Lovepreet Bajwa, well, he can't stop scoring runs. He's having the time of his life here at the Fancode DCC X10. Adil Farooq, well, he's enjoyed himself as well. But they'll be very disappointed with this performance. They do have another match coming up. That's going to be between the two bottom-faced teams, G-Force and the Expendables. Well, that's the batting card. Then for the Expendables, they were chasing a mammoth total of 136, and it was Aslam up top, 28 of 18, and Fahad Al-Hashmi, 48 of 24, who put up some respectability to the total. Fawad Ghafoor and Prateek failing with the bat. Danish enjoying himself in the end with 2 sixes on his 13. 9 extras in the bowling performance. On any other day, that would have been a good total, 103 for 4, but they were chasing 136. That's the bowling. Again, that man, Mohammad Jawad, taking a wicket in the first over. Mohammad Ismail bowled really well. 2 overs, 12 runs for him and a wicket. Glenn Fernandez again amongst the wickets. Faisal Altaf was a bit expensive. Ali Iqbal bowled really well. 1 wicket, 13 for him. And Shahrukh Amin, well, he was taken to the cleaners by Fahad Al-Hashmi. 36 in his 2 overs. Let's have a look at the highlights. And it always starts with Jawadullah taking a wicket in the first over. Aslam was looking very good when he was batting. Enjoyed himself against Faisal Altaf and Glenn Fernandez. That 6 over point. What a hit. Unbelievable timing on it. And Ali Iqbal came in, took the wicket of Fawad Ghafoor, who was struggling with the bat. And in came Fahad Al-Hashmi. And what a cameo that was as well. 48 runs of just 24 deliveries. Took a liking to Shahrukh Amin, who just wanted to get out of that over quickly. Some short arm jabs hit towards the boundary. And some full-blooded blows as well. That last 6, like a baseball home run. The fielder Glenn doing really well to get a hand on it. In the end, getting the wicket of Aslam. Good catch by Lovepreet Bajwa. But then Danish Haider walked in and hit him for 2 sixes. Back-to-back sixes. Maybe they could have sent him up the order, Danish Haider. In the last over, then Fahad Hashmi, a tired-looking shot. He was bowled. So that's the match summary. Then Z Game Strikers 136, and they were 45 for 2 at one stage at the halfway mark. Then Shahrukh Amin and Lovepreet Bajwa took the bowlers to the cleaners. 56 of 23, Lovepreet Bajwa 51 of 26 for Khan Shafi and Ahmed picking up a wicket each. Then in the second innings, the Expendables falling 33 runs short. Fahad Al-Hashmi 48 of 24, Aslam Hussain 28 of 18, and Mohammad Jawad, Mohammad Ismail and Ali Iqbal all picking up 1 wicket each. Well, we'll be back after a short break. Don't go anywhere, but we will be going down to Faizan Khan, who is with the man of the match for the post-match presentation.
All right, welcome to the post-match presentation of this 18th game of Fanco DCC X10 Division 2. Z Games versus the Expendables. Z Game made a mammoth 136 and Expendables falling short of 33 runs. Some notable performances coming in the game for the Z Game strikers. Jawad picked up 1 wicket in his first over and gave away just 1 run. Shahrukh Amin, the captain, scored 56 of 21. But another performance, that is the man of the match performance for the day, is coming once again from Lovepreet Bajwa. It's his second man of the match performance for his 51 of 26 and 2 catches. Can you please join us, Lovepreet? Fantastic performance coming in from him. He's going to receive his man of the match award from Mr. Shiju Sam, who's the match referee. Great performance. Lovepreet, आज आउट होने का मूड ही नहीं था तुम्हारा. दोनों मैचेस में नॉट आउट गए हो तुम. That's amazing. 93 runs not out today.
थैंक यू सर. बस फॉर्म चल रहा है तो कोशिश कर रहे हैं इसको लंबा लेके जाएं जितना लेके जा सकते हैं.
एंड आपकी टीम भी अब टॉप पर पहुंच गई है आज 12 पॉइंट्स के साथ. तो फाइनल्स तो पक्के हो गए.
जी सर, शुरू से हमारा ये ट्राई था कि हम स्टेटमेंट दें कि जो यंग प्लेयर्स हैं कैसे हम आगे आ सकते हैं और परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, और सब बहुत एक दूसरे का साथ भी दे रहे हैं.
All right, great performances. All the best for the finals here. और उम्मीद करता हूँ कि तुम नॉट आउट ही जाओ फाइनल्स में भी.
थैंक यू सर.
All right, that was Lovepreet, the man of the match. It's all over from the presentation area. It's over to the comm box.
Well, thank you, Faizan. What a day of cricket we've had here at the Fanco DCC X10, and that is now the revised points table. Z Game strikers 12 points, the maximum points they could have taken after today, and they have won berth in the finals. Cool Boys and Rasasi will be back here on the 16th for what would be a virtual semi-final slot, and G-Force Lion and Expendables will play their last games together for this Fanco DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 2 from the Vision Cricket Centre. Well, that is what is lined up. That was, apologies, that's what happened today. Z Game strikers winning by 7 wickets against Rasasi. G-Force Lions winning against the Cool Boys. An upset, and that is what has opened up that table. And Z Game strikers then beating Expendables to finalize their slot in the top of the table. Well, that is it from us in the comm box here at the Fanco DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 2. We'll be back with a lot more action very soon. Don't go anywhere. Come back with us tomorrow as we're live from the 7th Cricket Stadium for the Division 1 leg. It's a good evening from all of us here in the comm box.